So this is the horizontal milling machine used to conduct the milling operation on circular workpieces. By using this milling machine, we can do the gear cutting operation. We can cut the gear teeth by using this horizontal milling machine. We can observe the horizontal milling machine, how it looks. So now we'll go one by one with the different parts of the milling machine. So in this milling machine, you can observe this is the handle. By rotating this handle clockwise and anti-clockwise, we can move the table of the milling machine. So this is the table of the milling machine. This table we can move up and down by rotating this handle. If you rotate clockwise, the table will move up. If you rotate anti-clockwise, the table will move down. We can observe the divisions given on the handle. Here the one division is equal to 0.025 millimeter. If you rotate one complete revolution, or if you give one complete revolution to this handle, so the table will move 1.5 millimeter in the upward direction or downward direction, so that the workpiece we can move it up and down. Before doing spur gear cutting operation using milling machine, first we have to do the important calculation for simple indexing of gear blank. We'll understand step by step how to do the calculation for simple indexing of a gear blank. This is the given data. By using these two data, one is the module of the cutter is equal to 2 millimeter, number of gear teeth to cut capital N is equal to 33. By using these two data, we can calculate the other gear tooth parameters. We can observe in this photo. So this is the spur gear we are going to produce by using milling machine by calculating the different parameter of this gear. Now we'll understand the calculation part, how the calculation is done. The first outer diameter of gear blank, that is D naught, is equal to M, that is module, into capital N, that is number of gear teeth to cut, plus 2. If you substitute the value of module and number of gear teeth to cut plus 2, you'll get 70 millimeter, that is the outside diameter of gear blank. Module M is calculated by using the formula D naught, that is outside diameter of gear blank, divided by N plus 2, that is equal to 2 millimeter. Circular pitch can be calculated by using the formula, that is pi into module equal to 6.283 millimeter. Diameter pitch is calculated using the formula 1 divided by module will get 0.5 millimeter. Addendum A is calculated using the formula 1 into module equal to 2 millimeter. Dedendum is calculated by using the formula 1.25 to the module equal to 2.5 millimeter. Tooth depth can be calculated using the formula 2.25 into module. You will get 4.5 millimeter. That is the tooth depth of the ear teeth. The continuation of calculation here, the next parameter, that is pitch circle diameter, is equal to n into module. N is the number of teeth we cut into module, that is equal to 66 millimeter. Width of teeth that is equal to 2 into circular pitch. That is the 2 times circular pitch, that is equal to into 6.283. So that is to 12.823 millimeter. Depth of teeth H we can calculate by adding addendum and dedendum value, that is equal to 2 plus 2.5, that is equal to 4.5 millimeter. Root diameter is calculated by using the formula, that is D naught outside diameter of the air blank minus 2 times the depth of teeth, that is H, that is equal to 70 minus 2 into 4.5 will get 61 millimeter. Now we'll come to the indexing. It is very important thing in gear cutting operation using milling machine. So how to do the indexing calculation? So let us understand first what is indexing in milling operation or gear cutting operation. Indexing, the formula we can observe here. So indexing equal to worm and worm wheel ratio divided by number of teeth to be cut, the gear blank. We can observe in this diagram. So here this is called worm and this is called worm wheel, and this part is called as indexing plate, and this is the indexing plate crank. So this is called the crank of the indexing plate. We can observe this indexing plate is having many number of whole circles. You can observe this is the one whole circle and this is another whole circle. This is another whole circle. So like this, on this indexing plate we have three different whole circles with different number of holes, and this crank can be rotated and it can be engaged any of the holes on the indexing plate. We can observe this crank and indexing plate are connected to worm, and there is a connection between the worm and the worm wheel. As you rotate this worm wheel also rotates. If you rotate the worm one complete revolution, this worm wheel will not complete one complete revolution. Instead of that, if you rotate this worm 40 revolutions, then we can complete one revolution of this worm wheel. So that's why the indexing, that is equal to 40. 40 is the worm wheel ratio. That means if you give 40 revolutions to this worm wheel will complete one revolution. So divided by number of teeth to be cut, that is 33, that already. So we can calculate the indexing, that is 1 7 by 33. So 33 ones are equal to 33. So remaining, that is 7 divided by 33. So we'll get the mixed fraction. The meaning of this mixed fraction is one complete rotation of indexing crank and engage the seventh hole in 33 hole circle. So the meaning of this value 1 7 by 33 is we have to rotate this indexing crank or index crank one complete revolution, and we have to engage the whole number, that is seventh hole, on 33 whole circle. So which whole circle is having 33 holes? In that we have to engage the seventh hole after rotating this crank one complete revolution. By doing this, we can divide the gear crank into equal number of parts and we can cut one gear teeth. So like this, to cut 33 gear teeth on the circular gear blank, we have to rotate 33 revolutions of worm so that we can cut the 33 holes, 33 teeth, the gear blank. So this is how the indexing mechanism in the
milling machine works, and we need to calculate this indexing, and we have to divide the gear blank into equal number of parts, and we can cut the gear teeth.
Before going to cut the gear teeth on the circular workpiece, we have to do the calculation using a simple indexing method. So that calculation is required to divide the workpiece, circular workpiece, into equal number of parts after getting the answer in the calculation. So we got the answer in the calculation that 111 by 29. So the meaning of 111 by 29 is, by using this indexing table, we have to give one complete revolution to this indexing table. Then I told about the whole circles. So in this whole circles, we can observe in this whole circles. In this circle we have 43, here we have 29, and here we have 33, 21. So like this, on different whole circles we have different number of holes. In our calculation we got 111 by 29. So that means we have to give one complete revolution to this indexing plate. By using this crank, we can rotate it. We have to give one complete revolution like this whole circle. We can observe here. So this is the 29 whole circle. On this 29 whole circle, we have to count the whole number 11. So that whole number 11 we have to engage with the crank pin. We can observe the crank pin here. So we have to engage with the whole number 11. So then we can divide the workpiece, this workpiece, into equal number of parts, and we can get the gear teeth after cutting by using this milling cutter. Now we can start the milling gear cutting operation by using milling machine. For that we have to rotate this handle to move the workpiece up, that is 1 mm depth of cut we are going to give. For that we have to rotate this handle. When you rotate this handle, we can give 1 mm depth of cut, so that the table moves up and the workpiece also moves up, and it will touch the milling cutter. We can observe. So milling cutter is away from the workpiece, but so already there is some depth where the workpiece has moved up. Now switch on the machine and we can cut the gear teeth. The milling cutter is rotating, and move the handle of the table so that the workpiece moves near to the machine, and it will remove the material from the workpiece. You can observe the cutter is touching the workpiece and the material is removed. Move it slowly. So rotate the handle until the completely the workpiece is cut by the milling cutter. You can observe how it is cutting. Okay, so now the workpiece is cut by the milling cutter. You can observe how the cutting process is done. One teeth is completed, the cutting of one teeth. So next we are going to cut another teeth. For that we have to rotate this indexing plate once again, one complete revolution. Remove the pin from the indexing plate and give one complete revolution so that your workpiece will rotate little bit, and engage the hole number 11 on the 29 hole circle.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so now we can observe the workpiece is moved, rotated, and we can cut the another teeth on the workpiece. So again switch on the machine and we can cut the another teeth. So like this, continue the process until you cut all the teeth on the workpiece so that we can completely produce the gear with many number of teeth, so that you can observe. So another cutting of teeth is going on. This is the final gear produced by using milling machine.